Hey, it's Destry. Welcome back to my gaming channel, Despwns. Thank you to everyone who watched my past reviews on Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto 5, and today, thanks to this user here, we'll be reviewing today The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. The last Zelda game to come out for the GameCube, and pretty much the sole reason people began buying the Wii in 2006. It's any secret to the universe that I love Zelda more than life. As a fan of Zelda so hard that my first tattoo was literally a Triforce on my hand, it'll be difficult to fairly review any Zelda game without sounding like a giant fangirl, but I will do my best. Twilight Princess, of course, follows the story of Link, the hero of time, in this completely different feel of the world of Hyrule. The action begins when some of Link's village friends are captured by some nasty ogre bitch, and Link is then forced to venture out into the world not only to save them, but the world itself. On the journey, Link must conquer temples ranging from the forest to the bottom of Lake Hylia, to the top of a mountain, and to the very, very harsh landscapes of the Lanayru Desert. Along his journey, he runs into a slight problem as the main bad guy of the story, Zant, plunges the world of Hyrule into his own personal world of Twilight, a realm between the light and the dark worlds. The story of Twilight Princess is much darker than your average Zelda game, much more different, more story arcs, and more saying, oh shit man, than your average game in general. And like Navi in Ocarina of Time and Fi in Skyward Sword, Link has a new companion in this game that plays a giant role in the story itself, Midna, the gibberish talking creature thing, lady, person, I don't know. Graphically, when this game came out, it was really an argument of opinion whether you like the graphics or not. Die-hard Zelda fans often don't like when the graphics change in their Zelda games. From Majora's Mask to Wind Waker was completely different, people lost their shit. And from Wind Waker to Twilight Princess was completely different, and again, people lost their shit. Personally, I love the graphics of Twilight Princess because it looked the part of the image that they were trying to portray of the Twilight Realm covering the world in darkness. The game just looks amazing, and you really get sucked into the world more because of the realism of the graphics. Makes you feel like this could be really happening to these characters. The graphics just do a really great job of capturing your attention alongside the amazing storyline, with each new character just looking incredible and flavorful to the story, and each new temple and new area giving you some new aspect that vividly portrays its significance. Something I don't often talk about in my reviews is the actual controls of the game, and seeing as how this game was for the Wii, this can definitely be an important aspect. I personally have played Twilight Princess a total of 11 times, 6 on the GameCube and 5 on the Wii, so I definitely know the pros and cons of playing this game on both systems. Personally, I found playing this game on the Wii was much more challenging because you are more hands-on and you have to point your items like your bow and your hook shot. Whereas if you're playing on the GameCube, it's much easier but not so much hands-on. The combat of Twilight Princess is a fine demonstration of what an adventure game should be. Essentially, the combat is basically revolved around your sword and your shield, but that's just the boring part. What isn't mentioned is the amazing tools and weapons that you gather throughout the game that give you a leg up on each new boss fight. From a ball and a chain, and no, I don't mean getting married, although I think that probably marriage would be a much more deadly weapon, to a boomerang that blows wind. The items of this game, like any other Zelda game, is the sole reason it sets itself apart from the other Zelda games in the franchise. And this game adds the exciting addition to combat in the addition of this motherfucker who teaches you new moves along your journey. Like any other Zelda game, this game is heavily puzzle-based, with each new temple throwing its best and most complicated puzzles at you that at times may have you cursing at the game for not knowing what the fuck to do, but it's all the more satisfying when you figure out that puzzle and then you facepalm so hard that your face is bruised for days. For days, yo. This game also does a really great job of never leaving you with nothing to do. Even when you're roaming around the land of Hyrule, you can find various heart pieces to increase your life counter, or collect golden bugs that you then give to some random creepy bitch in exchange for various prizes. The game also does a really great job of giving you direct hints and ideas of what to do next in the story, something that a lot of people complained about in the Ocarina of Time. In addition, there's a ton of little fun things and secrets that you can do throughout the game that even after playing 11 times, I am still finding. Even after the game is completed, you are given things to do in addition to the main story, like collecting the magic armor and collecting the Hawkeye, which is basically a sniper rifle for your bow and arrow, and of course the Cave of Ordeals, which I shall not mention because I fucking hate. In a good way, it's just really, really difficult. Also, I feel like I have to mention the characters of this game because it is one of the many reasons why I love playing this game. Each person you encounter is different in style, in looks, in personality, and even in race than everyone else else in the game. From the village people that you encounter, like the mayor and the loving wife and the crazy guy and the fat tavern lady and the other fat tavern lady and the strange Indian guy and the talking baby and the fish prince and the Goron musclehead and the Goron elders and the possibly retarded mail delivery guy. The list is endless. Also, it might just be me, but Zelda in this game is banging as fuck, dude. Look at her. Damn, man. As far as music goes, Twilight Princess could not be more perfect. Even as far as general sound goes, from the atmospheric sounds to the button clicking and Midna talking, all of the sounds in this game couldn't be more perfect. The music is just fucking amazing, and when you explore each new area, one of the things that you can always look forward to is the music itself. The music just has a completely different feel than any other Zelda game that I've ever played. While you're roaming around in Hyrule Field and Ocarina of Time feels much more joyful and happy and encouraging, the music while you're roaming around Hyrule Field in Twilight Princess just feels more grandiose and knightly and important. Like you are definitely doing something important with your time, even if you're just shooting a moblin in the penis. When you're trapped in the Twilight Realm or fighting some random Twilight Beasts, the music is unpredictable and jumpy and ominous, painting the perfect picture of what the Twilight Realm is all about. Because I must not sound like a giant fangirl, here comes my list of almost non-existent cons of this game. Climbing vines in this game is so fucking annoying. Like in Ocarina of Time, when you're climbing, you climb with a pretty quick speed, almost an unrealistic speed, but thank fucking God, because you don't want to spend 5 minutes of your life climbing some fucking vines. In Twilight Princess, you climb so fucking slow, I'm surprised Link doesn't have a beard when he comes off the vine. Okay, no, not that bad, but still. Also, if you're playing this game on the GameCube and you find yourself climbing, I found that the controls can be a little bit off, because if you aren't pressing completely up, like we are talking 90 degrees completely up, you would go either left or right, which in some cases can lead to you falling to your death. Also, I was finding that the jumping of Link in this game is a little bit more stiff than you would find in Ocarina of Time. You sort of just look robotic when you're jumping off a ledge or something instead of looking like an actual jump. Also, as much extra poop as there is to do in Twilight Princess, I found myself wanting more. Like getting the Bigoron sword in Ocarina of Time makes you feel like a boss because it just makes you look like a badass. The only cool accessory extra that is portrayed on Link in this game is the magic armor, which doesn't even look that cool or do anything really awesome. Like the Zora armor and magic armor in this game sort of just make Link look like a keys fornicator or a Dodongo nipple licker. High five if you understood that. Also, as much as I love the diversity of the characters and character design, I actually prefer the Zoras of Ocarina of Time to the Zoras in Twilight Princess. And while yes, they look more fishy in this game, something about their badass, sleek, long-nosed models in Ocarina of Time just appealed to me. With almost no cons on that list and a billion reasons why this game is awesome, I give Zelda Twilight Princess a 9.7 out of 10 and a stamp that says if you have not played this game, you're a fucking idiot. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to leave a comment below saying a game that you want me to review, and your comment may be picked to be in the next review. Also, before you guys go, thank you guys so much for getting this channel to 100,000 subscribers. That is so awesome. So thank you to everyone who's subscribed and stick by me all this time. I'm really bad at sappy speeches, so I'm just gonna say thank you again. I'm going to play more and more games, so hopefully you guys like those and like these reviews. That being said, have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next time.